che vuole questa musica stasera, che mi riporta un poco del passato. La luna ci teneva compagnia. Io ti sentivo mia, soltanto mia.
Okay, we have made it to Lake Como. It has been a crazy couple days because when we first got in, we decided to just take a beat. We've been traveling so much, we've been on the go so much that we figured that we might as well just take a day or two to just relax, especially because Lake Como is a little bit more complicated. There's so many different ferries. I think there's like 20 different places that you can go, and it's all traveling through ferries. If you try and take a bus or a shuttle or an Uber, it's just not gonna happen. It's really, really far. And if you look on the map, the lake is absolutely massive. So you kind of have to navigate the different ferry stops of what to take, and you also got to make sure that if you go take a ferry somewhere far, like an hour and a half ferry, that you make sure to take one that'll get you back in time as well, or else you're not going to be able to have a way to get home. So we're on our way. Perfect. Okay, so now we just got off. We got to jump on another ferry to get to the main city center in Como called Bellagio. So yeah, here we go.
So we're in Lake Como right now. This is kind of the Lake Como leg of our 2-month Europe journey. We're here for 8 days, which usually people come just for a day from Milan or like 2 to 3 days. So 8 days is a long time, but with a baby and with traveling so much, we felt like it was a good idea. So yesterday, we just went to the Como City Center. We did kind of like a maintenance day, laundry, chilled, watched Curious George, which is so funny in Lake Como, but today is our first day, boots on the ground, we're going. So we are doing Bellagio and Verona today. We have realized this is not a super go with the flow, flexible place. So we probably should have booked villa tickets and things in advance, but we're figuring that out now, so we're kind of catching up. So we'll see how today goes. Today's our first full day, so come along with us.
You know, it's crazy going to all these places. It's really fun, but when you actually end up at them, as much as it's amazing, they are just places, right? Just like where you may be from. And I thought about how amazing it is to go to these different spots, but at the exact same time, if you're not going to these places with people that you love, where you can share these memories together, it really isn't the same. And I think about what it would be like if I went to a lot of these spots completely by myself, and it would be really cool. It'd be fun to check these places out. But in the end, it would feel just like any other place in the sense that I'm only sharing that experience with me. I'm only sharing that memory with myself. I'm the only one that gets to keep it. But when I'm here with my wife and my son, even though he's not going to remember it, then these memories get solidified, and they're things that we can talk about, you know, years down the road. So it makes these places just a little bit that extra and that much more special. So if you are going to go travel and see places and go experience things, try and make sure that you have around you a community of people that also want to have a good time, want to have fun, that you love, that you care about, so you can have memories that you share. Because then it becomes bigger than a memory, it becomes a moment. And I think that's something that we should always remember when we're trying to go see cool places. Because there's a lot of great places to see in the world, but if you don't have awesome people to see it with, then, you know, it could be just like other things that you may see in your life. So we're having a light dinner at Villa d'Este. We took a boat to here. Now I tell you that we're staying here, but that's just not true. We are not staying here. Just to give you an example, the boat that we took our tour on for 2 hours was 800 euro. when you stay here, that's the boat that you just get to use as the water shuttle to get to wherever you want in Lake Como. The bathroom, we think, the bathroom inside probably be about as big as my house. But the cool thing about a place like this is that rather than going to the 3-star Michelin restaurant, which our son probably is not at the maturity level to eat at, I think, you can get reservations for the bar where they have light snacks and drinks. And by getting reservations for the bar area, which is much cheaper, instead of $500 meals, it's only $40 for hummus. We literally spent $45 on some hummus. But you get access to the whole villa. So you get to check out all the gardens and all of the interior. So, you know, get the best of both worlds.
So one thing we've learned about Lake Como is that it's a beautiful place, but it's a lot more glamorous online because how you get to each place is very unpredictable, and it's quite an adrenaline rush. So after another day of canceled ferries, not because of weather, just because, we spent around 250 euros to get to Villa Balbianello. And what's so funny about it is there are quite a lot of hills and steps in Italy, and Derek has been nominated to do the uphills, and I have nominated myself to do the downhills. Currently we're on a downhill, and as you can see, it's going really well. So we're about to enter Villa Balbianello, and I know it's going to be beautiful. Our spirits are high, even though the ferry system here in Lake Como, as Donald Trump would say, is not good. Not good. So we're making the best of it, and here we go. Can you tell me about the mosaic behind you?
Well, this isn't a mosaic, first off. I called this a mosaic. I didn't know what a mosaic was. But let me explain this painting. And now this painting's aged over the years. You see, this is not his wife, this is his girlfriend. And they have a great relationship, but it's developing, and he really likes her a lot. Now, she was hungry all day. She was on a water fast. So she was pretty much only drinking water, so she really wanted to eat. Now, they had a big, big dinner planned. When they ate, she had so much pasta that she thought she was gonna throw up. She is lactose intolerant, and she got fettuccine Alfredo. So she's sitting here super, super sick with a stomachache because of all the dairy she had. Pissed off. He's pissed off because he told her the menu and said that it was not dairy-free. He is telling everyone to just be chill, give her an hour, and she'll feel better. His boys are pissed because they're trying to go to the club. They're trying to go out and function, but they can't go party with their boy because his girl has all this dairy-free, or has all this dairy pasta in her stomach. So they're trying to get him to the club. He's telling everyone to give her an hour to feel better. And Enzo wants to leave. And this is also not the Bernina Express. We had a little bit of a complication with the ticketing agent, and they gave us the wrong train, so we missed the Bernina.
For a second time.
But it looks the same and is nice and a little bit more spacious because we have first class on this one.
Well, we did also have first class on the other one.
We just didn't know. So, you know, is what
It's
it is.
okay. So right now, there's no one else in this little first class cabin. I will say, if you're debating whether to book first class or regular, they look the same.
And apparently the Bernina, the difference is just the windows are like a little bit higher.
So the panoramic, the windows are a little higher, and this one, you can actually open the windows and get the fresh air. But what's funny is the people that ride it don't really like when you open the windows. So if you do open the windows, you know, you get better photos, but some people around you might not like it.
And getting to St. Moritz once we got here is beautiful. We went to this tiny little place called Top of the Food, and it's a place where it's all organic ingredients and originally wasn't a restaurant. It's just a woman that actually was a filmmaker that opened up a tiny little shop that sold pastas and ingredients, and people liked the ingredients so much they asked if she would cook for them. So then she started making food. So when you go in, it's not really a restaurant, but it has 2 tables, and she just goes in the back and cooks food, and it was insane. The prosciutto,
and she was so nice.
Yeah, the prosciutto is the best prosciutto or deli meat of any kind that I've had in my entire life. So that was fun to just talk to someone that lives in this little village high up in the Alps.
And of course we got hot chocolate.
Yeah, it's delicious.
And you sampled probably every different kind of chocolate offered in Switzerland.
Because why not?
Why not?
So now we're gonna head back. We're gonna enjoy the sights and then take our drive back to Lake Como.
Enzo, are you excited to go on the ferry again? Oh, yeah. Kayla, what's your thoughts on the ferry system?
A politically correct answer is good intentions, but very unreliable. Very unreliable. Wouldn't ever count on it. It's really a gamble. It's kind of like an adrenaline rush. Like, you never know if you're actually going to get to where you're supposed to go.
It makes every morning exciting.
Yeah, it makes every morning exciting. And here we are wondering if we're going to get to go, where we plan to go.
And look at the weather.
Beautiful day to get lost amidst the ferry system.
Check. Okay, this is our final full day in Lake Como, and at this point, I would actually call myself a ferry master. I think I have this completely down. And when I say down, I mean understanding that the ferries are completely random and no one even knows. My guess is that the people that actually work, the ferry attendants, they just toss a coin every day and just assume, hey, whatever the coin says is if we're gonna have ferries open or not. I'm gonna explain why. We're in Torno, okay? To go from Torno to the other places, you gotta get on a ferry. Now, if you go to the website and you wanna see the different ferries to the different villages, there's like 30 different villages, which is fine, but you have to select each time that there's availability within 30-minute increments of the entire 24-hour day. So you do that to figure out the times. So today, as an example, it said there's availability to go at 9:47 or 10 a.m., and there's a bunch of them. But now that it's my 7th day in Lake Como, I'm a little bit smarter. So I went, all right, I'm gonna go to the lobby of our hotel and just confirm. I asked the person, she says, I don't like boats, I don't swim, I'm never on the water, even though we're in Lake Como. Okay, that's fair. So she calls and says, actually, it's not at 9:47, there's only one at 9:38. And I go, 9:38? It's not even on the website. She goes, yeah, I know, they just decided 9:38 today. And I go, oh, okay. So my whole point with this is if you come to Lake Como, just live at the ports, live by the ferry docks, because if not, you're just gonna be wondering if you're gonna be able to get on ferries the whole time. And that being said, this place is freaking amazing. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous. But if you don't have a private boat, you don't have a charter with the water, and you're relying fully on the ferries, then you definitely got to double check with your hotel, because a lot of times they don't even know. And you're just gonna kind of have to hope. Bus system is good though if you need to use it. But it's our final day. It's beautiful, the sun is out. We're gonna have an amazing time checking out a couple villas, eating some good pasta, and just enjoying a little bit of sun by the water.